Hey there, hi, and once again, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I would love to show you how you can leverage custom images in your EMR serverless. So meaning, let's say, in your EMR 7.5, you wanna, let's say, install some machine learning library. As an example, I'm just giving you an example, or any custom Python packages, right? Of course, you can submit it as a package, right? But you also have the ability to use your custom Docker image. And I want to show you that particular process. And the way this works is you have your Docker image locally. Once you add your dependencies and whatever it is, you then create a ECR repository. You give the permission, you push the image to the ECR, and then when you're creating the cluster, you specify the Docker image URI over there. I want to show you. So in this video, we're going to do a hands-on lab on how you can use custom images in EMR serverless. So let's get started. So the first step is we need to create a repository, and here I'm going to create a repository called Spark Seaborn. Again, you can give any name that you like, right? So I'm going to come here to the CLI, and you can see my repository has been created. If I head over to ECR, I can see my Spark Seaborn repository name, and that's the URI, right? Now, what we'll do is basically we are going to set a policy, right? So we're going to copy this. Cool. Okay, done. Now here, as you can see, I have my Docker file, and here you can add your custom items, right? Any library or any packages or anything custom that you want to do, you can add it over here, right? So first of all, I'm using the EMR 7.5 Docker image, latest image, and then you can install whatever packages that you have, and that's it. And now once you have this Docker file, what we will do is now we need to ship this to ECR. So if you go to over here, and if you click here you will get the commands to push that particular Docker image, right? So let's do that. So first I'm authenticating. As you can see, login succeeded. Now we're gonna say docker build -t spark -seaborn. That's the name of the image dot. So we're gonna build the particular Docker image. As you can see, the Docker image has been built successfully. After that, we tag the Docker image, and then we push the Docker image to the ECR. Now this particular step literally takes about 10 to 15 minutes because the images are quite huge, I believe. So what I'll do is, again, this is going to take like about 10 to 15 minutes. So I'm pausing the video and then resuming once this is complete. So pausing the video right over here. Actually, that took quite a long time to just push that particular image, but I think it's complete. And now if I go back to my ECR, I can see that particular image. Here you can see that's the URI, right? Remember, I was again reading a lot of blogs, and again, this is super useful because again, you can use your custom Python environment, you can use a custom Java version. I mean, you can customize based on your needs, right? That's the whole point, right? You can download and install whatever you need based on your application, right? So it gives you the flexibility for sure. Now it's easy, right? So now when you're creating a EMR serverless cluster, I don't have one. If I can probably let me actually go to the EMR serverless, go to get started there, go to application. I don't have one, right? So now when you're creating the EMR serverless application, here you can see you can specify a flag which is called image configuration, and then it takes the path to your image URI. Okay, image URI is the one that you just shipped on ECR. This is this one right here, right? So now if I copy this, right, and then head back to my terminal, so paste that one in, and here you can see I got a response. Now here is my application ID. Now if I go back to my AWS, over here I refresh. Here you can see my Spark Seaborn custom image that we used, right? So now, yeah, you can submit jobs to it in a regular way like you used to do, right? So yeah, I just wanted to point out this quick tutorial, and I hope this helps. So if you have a use case where you need to customize the particular Docker image, you can do that. You can install dependencies, you can install Java version, you can install other stuff as needed, right? So I hope you have enjoyed. With that being said, keep smiling, keep programming, and I will see you in the next video.